I am going to make an arrangement for somebody for a sympathy arrangement. I spent about $70 on the flowers, and let's see what we have. I'll just take them out one by one, and then I'll put them together because who wants to watch me do that? Boring. All right, so we have the greens, lots of greens. So the greens are about $10. We have lilies. I had to get these from a different store. They were $6. Hydrangeas, they're about $5. These are like an aster, and these I think are like maybe $4. My items might not be up, but they're around that price point. Okay, we have baby's breath is $5. Dozen roses are $10.99, but where I got them from came with baby's breath, so they were $12 today. Carnations, these are beautiful. These are about $5. All right, I don't actually know what these are, but I made a mess with them and I had to clean it up. So these are just an accent. They're pretty though, whatever they are. They smell like you just cut your grass. So whatever. All right, I'm gonna take these out of the plastic and then we are gonna make this arrangement, and it's gonna be big and beautiful. All right, so I just opened up my flowers. As you can see, we have a ton of flowers. The only ones I didn't open were the greens because I do want to show you something with that. So let me get them. All right, so flowers out of here. Okay, our greens, I just want to point out these are beautiful. I'm not going to use these gold because they're just not going to match. They're not going to look good. All right, so we take these out. This cellophane can be used for two things. One, if you are wrapping flowers, it's great to use around it. There's no stickers on it. It's clean. It doesn't have pictures on it. So this is a great thing you could actually use if you want it. Now, also what you can do with this, crumple it up, stick it in your vase. Okay, as you can see, you can't tell that it's in there. And what it's going to do is help give some volume to the vase. So this is a big vase and we're going to fill it, and we want it to be high. So, a big hands. All right, so we're going to take these out. Get rid of these golds because actually, yeah, we don't want them. All right, greens, and I'm going to move this vase. Billy. I guess my dog didn't like me slamming the vase. All right, first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take these greens. I did nothing to them. I just opened them, trim the bottoms, and I make a mess. And I clean it up when I'm done. So we're going to trim them and drop them right in. Okay. All right, so I just want to show you what it looks like. I dropped the greens in. So hold on. So again, you cannot see that I put anything in the bottom of the vase. And here are the greens. Just throwing them right in there. Okay, after we do the greens, we're going to do a collar with these. These always come out dirty. So what I like to do is clean the bottoms. I always clean the bottom of these before I trim them because they always have brown on them. I don't know why they do, but they do. And literally I just trim the edges and I just collar these in. Just a fern, and just to give it more greens. They're kind of lower. So we're going to stick these in all the way around. I don't know what my dog keeps doing. My kid's playing Roblox. You probably hear that in the background. I block it out because I could hear it all day long. All right, so we have some greens in there, and then what I like to do is I like to take two pieces. I like to put them back to back. So once I turn it, they look exactly the same. trim it, and I just put it directly in the center. So I just want to show you the greens again, because I just added that greens, and that just goes all the way around, and it's kind of just like a collar with the fern. And then the ones in the center. So it's really just a bunch of greens right now. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna take some baby's breath. Some of it's kind of leaning, so we just kind of trim it a little bit. And it's okay if it leans, you just wanna put it in where it's leaning in that direction. So this one was leaning and you can't tell because it's leaning in the right way. So just because it's leaning doesn't mean it's trash, just make sure that you set it the right way. Okay, we're gonna get another piece here. I'm gonna turn this around and we're gonna trim and we're gonna stick that in. Ultimately, we want about 4 pieces to go around. And we're gonna turn it again, get another piece. Can we get Millie, please? Okay, we're gonna turn it around again.
Millie?
Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but now we have a ton of greens plus the baby's breath. And we didn't use all the baby's breath. We don't need to. We don't want to overpower it. We might want to add some later. Who knows? So we have our greens, our baby's breath. And we are going to put in our hydrangeas. Hydrangeas need water. And if without water, they will wilt. These leaves, you don't need them. You do not want the water and food going to the leaves. You want them to go to the plant. We are just going to take all of these off. And all right, so I just cleaned these off. And we're just gonna stick them in. So right now I'm only gonna use 3. And I want them to be long, so I'm just gonna actually trim them where they stand. And I'm gonna stuff them in.
Yeah.
And what I did was I just put it in like a triangle shape. Okay, just so you can see it all. All right, we'll put these 2 down for later. Next, I am going to get these white flowers. I'm going to take about 6 of these. And these ones, these are super long. I don't need them that long. I'm actually going to trim these down a good amount. I'm going to estimate where I want them. And I'm going to put them in between the hydrangeas.
You just punched me, didn't you? You just punched me. Oh, of course, my dad. This is...
And then these last 2. Yes, you can. It's on the bench. I'm gonna put a little more off, and I'm just kind of put them in the center. Okay, so now, again, we have it looking pretty big. All right, I'm going to take these, I don't know what they're called. They're messy, so I left them in the plastic. They're some kind of like sprig of something. And I'm only going to use 2 for now. They kind of spread out, so we're just going to trim them. I don't want them for the length. And these are just, we're going to do 1 on each side. So I just want to show you what this looks like from here on. Hold on. Okay, so this started as greens, and then we slowly added them. But now you can see I need a hydrangea there because it is huge white. So I'm going to take that hydrangea and put it there. All right, and I just added one there. Okay, I'm going to turn it so that it looks even on every side. So no matter where this is sitting, it's going to look beautiful. Okay. All right, next I'm going to use the Snapdragons. I take off all these open ones at the bottom because, like, meh. I really just want it more as an accent, and they're like, yeah, they're pretty when they open, but like they're prettier when they're gone. So just take them off. That's my preference. I mean, you do you. You do you, I do me. You like it, you don't. I wish you did. But see, I like to pull them off so then they just look cleaner to me. They look nicer when you put them in. And that's the difference. Clean, not clean, not a huge difference. So I am just gonna strip these bottoms. Oh, that one's broke, so that one's no good. Strip these, and I told you I make a mess, but you know what? We just clean it up at the end, so doesn't matter. Oh, and this one, I don't know if you can see it, it's got brown all over it. That one's dead. We're not gonna use it. All right, so we just have these. And I'm just gonna spin it around and stick them in one by one. Trim the bottoms. And pretty much you can use your hydrangeas and just go on the opposite end. So I just continue to use these hydrangeas as a guide the entire time I'm spinning it.
Like, I'm literally hold shit. Why are you? Oh, I found you. So I'm right here. This is what happened.
Alright, so we have this. And we also have this mess that I made. Alright, next we are going to do the carnations. So carnations are simple, they're easy, and they last so long, so that is one good thing. Pull off all these little leaves. I don't like any of the leaves in the water, especially with carnations, because they make the water gross.
Alright, I have 1 million.
Right, I'm going to pull them off. Alright, so next we're going to do the carnations.
That's just breaking the rules if you don't film.
And I'm just going to trim them, and we're going to stick them again a little lower down so that these ones are actually going to be closer to the hydrangea. Instead of up high, we want these a little lower.
Oh, my game's so lie down like this.
Because as you spin it, you see where you need it to fill.
I don't have any of this. Oh, I almost just moved. Oh,
Alright, so I went all the way around. As you can see, it was turning. So these three we're going to stick in the center. Do one.
nice.
And let me just show you what that looks like. So here we go. We just stuck it next to the hydrangeas, or the carnations. So spin it again, and then those we put in the top. Okay, so this is what we have this far. And you see there's no front, there's no back. I just keep spinning it, making it beautiful. Alright, so now we're going to put the roses in, but I did notice when I was spinning it that I actually want to put in one more of these things. I don't know what they are. It's like weird accent. We put 2 in. I'm going to put 3 in. And just so it's like a little triangle shape. Alright, so now we're doing the roses. We're going to do 6 roses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to trim them all, and they're all just going to get a little trim diagonal. All right, so when we cut them, now these are going to go in. We're going to push the greens with our hand so that the first row is going to go against the vase. So we're going to push the greens. We're going to do one. Do it again. Two. 6. Now normally I would do 4, but because I have 2 dozen roses, I'm going to do only 6, but normally I do 4, 8, 12. So instead I'm going to do 6, 12, 18, 24. All right, so now we're going to get 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to just trim them. And we're only trimming them a little bit because this is a high arrangement and we need them to stay in the water. All right, and then these are going to go in between the 2 roses that you already have, kind of like right over your hydrangea. Just want to make sure that you get it in there so that it's in the water. Let me just show you what I have so far. I know it's hard to see if I'm putting them in. So like, see that first rose we put against here. So it kind of pushes up your greens a little. And we do 6 across. So they're all going to be like that. Then the next 6, you just go a little higher. So the next 6 are a little higher. And then look, here is an empty space. So we'll fill something there at the end. Okay, we're going to turn it. And you'll see how they're kind of staggered there. All right, and now we're going to do another 6, and we're going to just kind of go up here a little bit so that they're also staggered again. All right, we're going to do the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give them a little trim. And then these, again, we're just going to put a little bit higher. Just remember, you kind of want to make sure that they're in the water. Without water, they are going to die. All right, now we have our last 6 roses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I thought I lost one. And that is why I count them when I'm doing it. All right, so 6. I don't know if you can hear my lisp in there when I say 6 every time. Can't control that. I can pretend to control it, but not in real life. All right, so then these we just trim. And now these we're just kind of going to stick in the center. And I don't even need to turn it to put it in because I'm literally just sticking them in. So that's going to fill my whole top. And then now, actually, we have the lilies. So now we have 3 lilies. That's all that came in the pack, and these were the only ones they had. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Same thing, we're gonna trim these, and we're gonna put them triangle shape on the top. So 1, 2, 3, Take that rubber band off. And these little things that are inside, I just take them out. They don't really do anything but make the flower look dirty. And when you get them on your hand, it's like a yellow pollen. This actually lily doesn't even look that good. I'm actually just going to pull it off altogether. So, if you so then as I'm spinning it, I'm like, oh, wait. So we're just going to move that one down, move that one over, kind of shift it. You can't really do well. I am holding a phone, but this root I gotta fix. Okay. I think we're just gonna pull that down, pull that up, turning it. Okay, and then whatever other extra flowers you have, if you want to add them to the top, you can. Keep them, put them in something else, but I think this looks good. What do you think?